going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Worthy Captain America exclusive at Walmart. Here we do have Worthy Captain America in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get them opened up, and we'll have a better look at Captain America. So stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have the Worthy Captain America posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what he comes with. Captain America does come with two alternate heads. He comes with a helmeted head that he has on him outside of the packaging. And then we finally get a really good Chris Evans head, which I'm really happy about. Captain America also does come with a battle damaged version of his shield, which looks really good. I do love the detailing on it. And then finally he does come with Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, which looks really good in his hand. Unfortunately, he only has one grip hand, so he can only hold it in his right hand. You can actually have him wield both in one hand, or have him with a shield and hammer in each hand. Either way, it's a really good looking figure, and I love the accessory. So what we're going to do now is actually move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at Captain America. I did switch out the head so you can see exactly how nice this unmasked head looks. It's not 100% likeness to Chris Evans, but it is the best Chris Evans head that Hasbro has ever given us. Even better than the Civil War Captain America, which I never picked up. Really glad I did hold off on it because I was able to get hold of this, guys, and I think I like this costume more than any other Captain America costume that we have gotten in the past. I just really like how the detailing captures the likeness of Chris Evans. Like I said, it's still a soft likeness, but it's much better than anything we've ever seen. Really do love his hair. I think his hair might be a little too light. If they had darkened it just a little bit, I think I'd like it a little bit better, but it's nothing I can't do on my own. Moving on to his costume. Probably the best Captain America costume we have ever seen in a movie. I really do love the scaled texture on it. But correct me if I'm wrong, the scales were actually a lighter blue in the movie. Here on the figure, it's the same color of the plastic, and there's really no paint other than the star and the straps, but I want to say that the scales were actually a lighter color, even on his shoulder pads right here, but it might just be my imagination. It might actually be that way, but I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at stills from the movie. Really do love the star and the scale mail pattern. They were finally able to integrate the scale mail into his final costume, which I'm really happy about. You can see on this side of his arm, he does have an A for Avengers, or Captain America, whichever one you want to have him with. The back of his costume still a little bit plain, and I'm still disappointed that there's still no way to attach his shield onto his back. No MCU Captain America has been able to do that, so it is a little bit disappointing. Again, that scale mail pattern looks phenomenal. You can see they went with a darker red for his bicep right here. Really do love how it comes down to the blue to the little red stripe here. And then we have his gloves, which are done really well. I don't know if they're supposed to have like his skin exposed right here in the middle. I don't think so, but it is sculpted, so maybe it's supposed to be that way. I don't know. Having a look at his mid-torso, I think they did an okay job painting it. You can see there is some slop right here, but I guess you can chalk it up to battle damage. And that's one thing I think this Captain America doesn't do well, is that we get a battle damage shield right here, but he's all clean. I would have liked to see either a clean Captain America or a battle damage Captain America. Right here you can see he does have his pouch right here. We do have that little red spot right here on his legs, which looks really good. Now, I did go back and look at the Infinity War Captain America that we got last year from Marvel Legends, and he uses the exact same thighs all the way down to the boots. So we have seen this sculpt before. Not saying it's a bad sculpt, just pointing out that we have seen his legs in a prior figure. I think I like the lighter colors than the darker colors. It stands out a little better. You can see they didn't paint the buckles, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's something I'm willing to overlook. but just a really good job on this Captain America. Really do like this figure. So what we're going to do now is actually get him compared to a few other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Captain America posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Captain America posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. And finally, here we have the worthy Captain America posed next to the Quantum Suit Captain America and the Captain America from Civil War. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation. Captain America here does have the standard Marvel Legends articulation. His head is on a ball joint, but unfortunately it does rest really far down into his head, so we don't get much movement on that. It's mainly just going to be used for a swivel. He does have a hinge in the neck, which does look back about that far. His unmasked head actually gets further, mainly because the hair doesn't come down as far, so unmasked, he gets a little more upwards movement. Downwards movement is about the same. Arms are on a ball joint. They do go out, but you want to be careful for his shoulder pads because they are attached to his arms. If you do swivel them out, just make sure they don't get caught underneath the swivel right there. And speaking of swivel, it does go all the way around. He does have a bicep swivel, which it's not the nicest looking bicep swivel, but it's okay. He has a double bend in the elbow, only getting to a little past 90 degrees, which is a little bit unfortunate. He does have a vertical hinge right here. Well, a horizontal hinge on the left hand, and then on the right hand we do have a vertical hinge. He does have an ab crunch, which goes back pretty far, goes forward all the way. We have a waist swivel. Legs do go forward only to about there. They go back, out all the way. Swivel at the thigh. Double bend in the knee. Do we got a swivel? Yes, we do have a boot swivel. We have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back all the way. Goes forward quite a bit. And then, of course, forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, all the articulation you'd expect from a Marvel Legends figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the worthy Captain America posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really love the way this figure came out, and he's probably my favorite MCU Captain America that Hasbro has ever given us. I really do like the Chris Evans head sculpt on this figure. The shield looks really good. It's not as saturated as all the other shields, but the fact that it has some wear and tear on it makes this a really nice little detail to have. Other than that, I think what this figure is really missing is battle damage paint. Seeing as how the shield is all damaged, I would have liked to see some scuffs on Captain America. It probably would have made this figure even better, but as it stands, I still like the way they did this figure. The likeness to Chris Evans is there, which is a really good thing. Past Captain America figures have not done a good job capturing his likeness, so I am really glad that this figure finally nailed it. If you are looking for the worthy Captain America, he is a Walmart exclusive figure, so you're going to have to check your Walmarts for this figure. At the time I'm making this video, he is barely starting to hit stores now, and I don't know how many cases Walmart is getting of this figure. I know there is a case of 8 Captain America, so chances are your Walmart will start with 8, and then over time they will get more and more figures. I was lucky enough to get my Captain America from the good folks of Black Sheep Comics, who were able to track this figure down for me and were able to hold it and let me review it for you guys. If you can find this Captain America in stores, I really do recommend you add him to your collection. He's probably the best Captain America that we have ever gotten for the MCU, and the fact that he comes with both a shield and Mjolnir is a really good thing. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.